Obi follow them on all pages and of course all social media platforms and get that device of your dreams.
The Tournament of Champions. It's I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome, Lagos, to the very last round of 3 in this debate. Wellspring College's Akinloluwa Olajolo is up against Tollywood College's Abigail Ocheja. Now, with the closing argument, come one last opportunity to sway this debate one way or the other.
That's right. And for this round, we will revert to the motion supporter. Abigail, it is time to rest your case.
Hugh Gaitskell, the former Labour leader, captured it perfectly when he said, all terrorists and the invitation of the government end up with drinks in the Dorchester. For many years, the government has tackled terrorist groups, but it's becoming increasingly clear that the military option is just not working. Unfortunately, these methods rarely work because terrorist groups may not accept that they are being outwitted, and they may want to outwit the conventional attacks. These terrorist groups are often always keen to listen, but we often delay talking to armed forces for too long, and as a result, so many people lose their lives and die unnecessarily. General David Petraeus admits that in Iraq, the US left it too long to talk to those involved with American blood on their hand. We often delay because it is argued that talking is risky, but experience shows that the real risk lies in not talking. Although so many nations say they will not negotiate with terrorist organizations, in practice, they often do, and their rhetorics have just prevented the systematic analysis of knowing how to do so best. Yet in practice, the democratic government actually does negotiate with terrorists. The British government maintained some secret back channels to the Irish Republican Army, even after the IRA launched a mortar attack which nearly eliminated the entire British cabinet in 1991. In 1988, the British government sat with the separationist group just 6 months after they had killed 21 shoppers in a supermarket bombing. And even the government of Israel, who is not known to be soft on matters of terrorism, have swayed from the supposed ban. In 1993, they negotiated the Oslo Accords despite the Palestinian Liberation Organizations continuing their terrorist campaigns. Currently, Nigeria is dancing on the brink of state fragility. There is a recurring need to address the protracted multidimensional insecurity that besets the nation. Presently, Nigeria is bedeviled with an array of security challenges which gnaw at the soul of the nation's very existence. One of such challenges is the existence of unknown gunmen whose identities remain uncertain, hence the epithet unknown gunmen. Killings by unknown gunmen have become a daily challenge, although the reportage is repetitively downplayed. The attacks of these misfits have claimed the lives of many, including that of political elites. The Operation Sit at Home on Monday is just an alibi to these faceless groups carrying out their heinous crimes. The amount of deaths by unknown gunmen recorded in the East outweighs that of the deaths claimed by HIV/AIDS, malaria, and stroke put together. Yet, the conspiracy of silence besets our cloud like nothing is happening. Where is the Nigerian Jonathan Powell, who will not fire one shot into the air, who believes that the best way to catch a bird is not to scare it, and who also believes that the task of diplomacy when it comes to matters of national interest are best geared towards security, prosperity, and humanity? So I say again, negotiation should be made to terrorist groups. Thank you.
Well done.
Good closing debate for Abigail Iyeoma Ocheja of Tollywood College. And now we'll switch and go to Akinloluwa Olajolo of Wellspring College for his closing argument.
Olajolo, it is time to rest your case.
Before I start, I would like to say I never spoke on demand of terrorists and I never spoke on time. I also never spoke on any risk of negotiation. And North Korea is not a terrorist organization, they're a sovereign state. Now, to my closing. Picture this, a mother shielding her child as explosions deteriorate the house. A father clutching the picture of his kidnapped daughter. These aren't just brutal stories, they're the brutal realism of terrorism. And now, the proposition is asking us to negotiate with the very architects of this pain. The question is clear. Do we want to reward violence with recognition or stand firm for justice? First, history speaks and it condemns. By allowing the proposition to allow us to think that a negotiation will bring about peace, we're just committing fallacies. History is our witness. When the Taliban resurged after various peace talks, they did not promote stability. Rather, they unleashed a storm of violence. Do we really want to trust those who can wield guns over simple ballots? My opponent's silence on these historical failures is not an oversight, rather avoidance. Facts are stubborn things, and in this case, they cry against all your claims. Moving on, who do we actually legitimize? Are we being for real? Are terrorists are not failed politicians. They are architects of fear and merchants of death. To negotiate with them is to confer legitimacy to their actions. Think of the Boko Haram in their region. We're granting them a seat at the table. Undo the massacre, undo the killing, or the stolen daughters of the Chibok. Every handshake we have with terrorists is a cue to others to weaponize violence for recognition. Thirdly, precedents written in blood. Negotiations don't just embolden terrorists; Negotiations don't just embolden their actions; they desecrate the minds of the victims. We are then saying that then the proposition calls for appeasement, but at what cost? We will not allow our society to suffer this violence. Once violence is rewarded, it creates a cycle. It creates a consuming fire. And one day, my opponents, I tell you, it will consume us all. Lastly, strength without surrender. There are other alternatives. Let us not allow the proposition to allow us to think that choosing the path with the least resistance is the way forward. Consider Rwanda, a nation that rose up from the ashes of genocide, by not bowing down to those who sought to destroy it, but through the rule of law and reconciliation. True peace is centered at attacking the conflict. When in Afghanistan they added the Taliban to peace processes, what did we see? They did not attack the operational policies. As a result, 80% of Taliban-controlled areas are still heavily restricted. Imagine, my opponent, I ask you, would you like to be in a society that you are not allowed to go to school, or you are not allowed freedom, or women are objective, or women are considered as objects? At the end of the day, I ask my opponent, is this truly peace or a way of enforcing long-term suffering? Thank you.
And so the debate ends. Thank you very much for your brilliance, for your articulation, and for soldiering on, even in the face of adversity. Olajolo Akinloluwa of Wellspring College, just landing. Thank you very much, Akinloluwa. And you too, Abigail Ocheja of Tollywood College. You have done well. It is out of your hands now and into the hands of the judges it goes. They will do what they need to do. The scoring was happening in real time, so the collation will just be tidied up, and in a bit we will find out who won this debate, who will be the first person in the final of the I Beg to Differ Students Debate Season 8, the first Lagos Regional Finals. We are about to find out.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, gentlemen, specifically, you are the ones I am talking to. Lucas Green has an unbeatable offer just for you. This season, Lucas Green is offering you the chance to get 3 premium Senator kaftans, 2 stylish English trousers, 2 office-ready shirts, and 1 classy pair of palm slippers, all for the price of 160,000 naira. Every order comes with a free gift. Hurry, as this is your chance to elevate your wardrobe at an unbeatable discount. Limited slots are available, so please act fast. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now, send a WhatsApp message to the number 0703-286-7011. That is 0703-286-7011. Do this now to book your appointments for measurement and fabric selection. That is 0703-286-7011. Do not miss it. Delivery takes 15 working days after payment. So follow the Instagram handle at menswear_by_Lucas Green on Instagram for more updates. Now be advised that this is a limited time offer, so make sure that you are quick to go and secure your spot today.
Welcome back. 12 minutes till the hour. What a day and what a debate we've had. And some of you are pouring comments in as we await the final decision. Akobundu Godson Ujunwa says, please, Abigail, I have voted for you. Adeshola Ayuadirele goes, well done, Abigail. Great effort at closing argument there. And also adding, terrorists are architects of fear and merchants of death. Akinloluwa. Whether anyone supports or not, did you say Akinloluwa? You meant Olajolo. Anyway, whether anyone supports or not, Olajolo is winning this debate. It's evident, you say. And you also say, a spirited rebuttal by Abigail. Wish her opening was as fierce. Anyway, thank you very much. You rounded up by saying, I don't know who to support. I love Abigail. I'm fond of Olajolo. Wow. Best wishes to them both. Thank you very much for all your comments. Isaac Nyongu says, Abigail was schooling her opponent in one of her last two debates, but today it seems she is scared of my Olajolo. Deborah Williams says, now this is a debate I've been waiting for. Some folks think it would be an easy ride for Abigail, but I begged to differ. I say Olajolo is a formidable debater, and Abigail has her work cut out for her today.
There's a message here that says, good evening, Femi and Yvonne. What is wrong with my lady Abigail? Why is she repeating herself multiple times? I beg, you guys should take it bit by bit, please. Uchenna from Ikoyi with that one. Then this one says, I didn't see that brain freeze coming. Oh, Abigail, nice comeback though. Well done, both of you. There's another one. This is a ridiculous statement. It says, please, Olajolo should be searched whether there is juju in his pocket. Look, you people never cease to amaze me and amuse me. Olajolo, stand up, let's check your pockets. Anyway, the person goes on to say, the person says, please, Olajolo should be searched whether there is juju in his pockets. That is confusing Abigail from her opening debate. I'm just joking, Abigail is under tension. She should calm herself to pick up her points. Anyway, good luck to both of them. I'm Joseph from Ogudu with that one. Okay, Joseph, thank you for sharing that one.
Thank you very much for everybody who has shared their thoughts with us in this debate. We're highly appreciative of every one of it. I'll quickly look at some of your messages on YouTube. Good Lord, there's a whole lot of messages on YouTube. What do we have here? Iyeoma says, great job, debaters. Dayla Musa says, well done. Alex Chiwal says, great work, Abigail. You bounced back so strong. Ojonye Adaji says, clash of the titans. These kids are too good. Dayla Musa says, Abi is back strong. Mabawoku Babajide says, well said, Abi. Amaka Freda says, well done, Abigail. Arena News says the judges have lots to do today. Kudos to the debaters. Ruthie B. Abi is always giving facts. Anthony Allen. Well done, Abi and Akin. Babajide came back to say it is actually a very tricky one, supporting negotiating with terrorist groups. But Abi handled it well.
Absolutely.
Abiola Ibrahim says, brilliant champs. Ini Obong-Daniels says, Akin well said, it will consume all of us. Esther Oboli goes, indeed, this debate is what I call a royal rumble, worthy of only champions. Olajolo, you exude the confidence of a worthy debater. If there's anyone who can contend with Abigail, you are the perfect match. Well done, Abi. Shedrack Morris says, seriously, this is very tricky. Augusta Okeleke says, love you, Abigail. It's Nancy. Good luck.
We also have the results, the poll results in at this time.
I would like to hear the poll result.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay then, Femi. Here we go. This is from X, formerly Twitter. And there, 61.9% voted in favor of Olajolo Akinloluwa. 38.1% voted in favor of Abigail. On Facebook, it is 78% in favor of Akinloluwa and 22% in favor of Abigail. And on YouTube, it is 58% in favor of Akinloluwa and 41% in favor of Abigail. Now, how do the judges judge? What do they say? Do they agree? We'll have to find out, Femi.
Yeah, most certainly we'll have to find out, and we will do that finding out. However, the first decision, I'm going to just flip everything, turn everything on its head. The first scorecard I will give you will be the scorecard of the diction judge. Judge Yvonne Okhaifo scores this debate in terms of diction infractions. A deduction of 4 points from your total. Abigail. And for you, Akinloluwa, it's a deduction of 6.5. When we come back, we will go through the round.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Oh, why is this phone hanging now?
Babe, shebi I don't tell you to buy Itel AAT.
Itel AAT?
That's right. The Itel AAT comes with a 6.7-inch HD plus screen, 36 months lag-free experience, 128GB memory, 5GB data on each 1,000 Naira data purchase using the special code *312*66# on your Airtel line for the next 6 months with Google Apps pre-installed. Say goodbye to your phone hanging. Itel AAT.
Enjoy 36 months lag-free experience.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
From being the wicked producer to the jiggy artist, I have always been onto some big things. I am Young John. You already know I love big things, especially when it comes to my refreshment. That's why I don't play with my Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle, because it's big refreshments, big value, big flex, big things. Big things, Nemo like Pepsi, jiggy.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Grab your sunglasses, beachwear, sunscreen, and head over to Ziba Beach Resort, where there is a spot with your name on it just for you and your loved ones. To book your holiday spot, visit zibabeachresort.com or call 0704-730-0013. Ziba Beach Resort, Lagos. A beachside Christmas awaits you.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Find amazing treats for everyone this holiday with Showmax. Celebrate like a champion with soccer.
Very well taken.
Find your festive inspo with our masters of style.
That's what I'm here for.
Embark on a fun-filled global adventure.
Here we go.
Share your love moments with family and friends.
My son, the most handsome.
And enjoy some truly royal spoils.
I want the power to control what happens in my life.
Only on Showmax, because everyone deserves a holiday treat.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor.
the game changer. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We go hard and in depth.
The real discourse and commentaries right here
on Nigeria Info.
This is a clear situation of Kodima and die, Kodima and bury.
What kind of marriage is that?
You are calling it marriage. Is that right now? What?
Isn't there a tradition like when you're pissed you can walk away? You don't have that tradition?
Radio at its finest.
It's 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk.
It's a Merry Christmas to you. Peace and joy.
Start your day with confidence with the restoring power of Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. Keep moisture locked in all year round.
It's a Merry Christmas to you. Peace and joy to you and your family this holiday season from the Info Family 99.3.
Welcome back. You already know the deduction scoring. It's a deduction of 4 for the lady and a deduction of 6.5 for the young man. At this point, I would prefer, Yvonne, that we go straight to your analysis of the diction infraction before we come back to announcing the score.
Okay. Femi, the audience won't like this because I already have interesting comments here.
They should spare us.
Oh, but here we go. I caught a bit, of course, because of tension and whatnot. I caught a few infractions. Some of which I decided not to penalize either of you for, by the way. Just putting it out there. So it is Iran. Akinloluwa, not Iran, okay? It is Iran.
Americana.
It is in fact, the Americans will say Iraq, but they do not say Iran. Oh. It's literally the past tense of run. Iran.
You have no clue. Some of them actually do.
Okay.
They keep running.
And of course it is consume, Akinloluwa, not consume. You have to catch that at this point. Consume, not consume. And terrorism, not terrorism. Terrorism, okay? And then you said, aren't we not allowing them? Double negatives in the same sentence. Are we not allowing them? Or aren't we allowing them? But not aren't we not allowing them? Okay? People who don't even value their life. Do all these people have only one life, or they have their own lives? Right? Good. Authority, by the way. You said somebody gave a Boko Haram rice. Honey, probably gave a Boko Haram insurgent, but not a Boko Haram. Okay? Taxpayers' money are drenched. You should have said taxpayers' monies. You're referring to different kinds, okay, of money. Whether they pay money in naira, in kobo, in pounds. It's easier that way if you were going to use the plural form of the verb. But you should have said taxpayers' money is drenched, okay? But for the sake of that agreement, that's why that is wrong. It is also reconciliation, not reconciliation. Reconciliation, okay? Strength. not strength. Strength. All right? Ask. Say ask for me. Not ask. Ask. Let me ask you. All right? And to you, Abigail, I would say it is bomb, not bomb. Bomb. Bombing, not bombing. She's even laughing.
It's a bomb boy. There's one advert that wants to kill me every day.
Every time I hear that, I just laugh because of
we appreciate them for it's a bomb board.
Okay, Femi, I'm trying to be serious. Stop it,
Okay,
please.
sorry.
Okay, so it is bomb, not bomb. All right, bomb, not bomb. So bombing, not bombing. That also applies to comb, not comb. Can I borrow your comb? It is comb. Okay, can I borrow your comb? Combing, bombing, tomb. By the way, not tomb.
But I thought you already knew that. Did you know that?
I already knew.
Yeah. Okay, it was one of those days. And you know it's plumbing and not plumbing.
Exactly.
Not
okay.
plumber. Okay.
So it is Sometimes you said negotiation. Other times you said negotiation. And so I got confused. Negotiation. That's right. And then you said terrorism are caused by. Girl, I mean, she can't even believe she said that, but you did. It is also grievance, okay? Grievance, not grievance. Grievance. There is no I before the ANCE. It is grievance, not grievance. All right? Pressure, not pressure. Pressure. It is also... And then when you opened, you said Jonathan Powell shares in his negotiations. Were you referring to his book or to his style? That was quite an ambiguous statement that, I struggled to understand. But I'm sure that in the heat of the moment, that came up. I'd like to say to you that I love that you didn't let that initial tension stop you from returning. You came back stronger. I have to say that to you. All right? Many other debaters would have faltered and just let that affect them to the very end. But you picked yourself back up and you kept it going. It's no wonder you're the head girl. And I'm super proud of you. I have to say that. I am proud of you and I admire the courage and the grace with which you came back from that slump. Okay? And to you, Akinloluwa, I have to say that in my books, as far as these debates have gone so far, you are the most impressive debater I have met yet. I'll tell you why. When you first entered the competition in the playoffs, you were just, you were, in the round of 16, it was still, But today, my goodness, today, Akinloluwa.
So most improved then?
He more than improved. You more than improved, and I have to give it to you. It tells me that after every debate, you went back, thought about your performance, thought about what you could have done better, and came back to prove to us what a debater you could be. So I have to say kudos to you, and I am proud of your improvement.
Thank you.
Now, to both of you, however this turns out, there is still one slot. So there may be a loser today, no doubt. All right? But the loser gets something in the end. All right? So there's a third place to still fight for. So I need both of you to know that. Okay? And I also need both of you to know that I have thoroughly enjoyed listening. Abigail, you have a lot of fans. I am a fan of yours as well. And these things happen. Okay? So don't beat yourself up. These things happen. Sometimes, it's just, and I understand because it's literally your school that is giving us money. So I can't even imagine the type of pressure that you were under. Not just that, but also because you're the head girl. There is so much pressure on you to perform. And I understand that. Which is why I need you to know that whatever happens today, you are still a brilliant debater. Okay? And to you, Akinloluwa, whatever happens today, you can take the thought that you came here and grew in this competition back with you. It speaks to your brilliance. Okay? It speaks to how brilliant you are. And so I need you to take that with you today. Well done to both of you. Femi, I'm just going to retreat now and let you do what needs to be done.
All right. Even as we do that, some context from some of your messages. Abby has been under the weather. Thank God you came back strong, my love. As Deila Musa. Mozilla Lifestyle says, baby girl, Abigail, even in ill health, in and out of hospital, you did great. Proud of you, baby girl. That was context. Okay. Mama.
That's your mom? Aww, she must be so proud, as we all are.
So how are you now, though? Okay. All right. That's a bitter truth. Is it Robert who's saying, Oga Femi, please, I beg you, return Yvonne back to our Sunday show. I'm begging you, sir. Yvonne.
Rest it.
Did I ever take you out of that show? I don't remember taking you out of the show. All right.
We will debate now, Femi.
Let's go on. Let's go. All right. So here is the final scoring. In the presentation round, the judges scored in this manner. Judge Ama gave it as 10 points to Abigail, 21 to Akinloluwa. Judge Ufoma gave 11 points to Abigail and 24 points to Akinloluwa. Chief Judge Chike gave 9 points to Abigail and 21 points to Akinloluwa. That's a total of 30 points to Abigail and 66 points to Akinloluwa. Fight back round, the rebuttal round, from what I'm seeing here. Judge Ama gives it as interesting. 12 points to Abigail, 18 points to Akinloluwa. Judge Ufoma gives it as 13 points to Abigail and 15 points to Akinloluwa. Chief Judge Chike gives it as 13 points to Abigail and 18.5 points to Akinloluwa. So that's 38 points in the second round for Abigail and 51.5 for Akinloluwa. Final round, closing round. Judge Ama scores it 8-9. Akinloluwa. Judge Ufoma scores it 8-9. Akinloluwa. And Chief Judge Chike scores it 7.5 to 8.5. Akinloluwa. 23.5 to Abigail. 28.5 to Akinloluwa. Finals tabulation is the total of 30 points to Abigail and 48 to Akinloluwa. For Judge Ama. For Judge Ufoma is 32 to Abigail, 48 to Akinloluwa. And for Chief Judge Chike is 29.5 to Abigail and 48 to Akinloluwa. All the judges have Akinloluwa at 48 points for a total of 144 to Abigail's 91.5. Factoring the deductions, the final score is 137.5 points to 87.5 points for the winner. And the first finalist of Season 8, the Lagos Regional Finals. Congratulations, Olajolo Akinloluwa of Wellspring College. You have made it to the final. Well done, Akinloluwa.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I'm sort of what? Wow. For my first performance to now, it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something.
What did you think coming into this debate against Abigail?
Last night I was shivering because I watched her debate, like all her debates, and I was like, maybe third position is maybe where you sit. But I was like, calm down, don't overthink it. And then in school, all my friends were like, don't worry, you can do it. And I just want to say, Abigail, you gave me a tough time. You scared me, you shook me to the bone for this round. And I'm proud of both of us, really. Semi-finals, we've made it to August, and third place is still a place to fight for. And you modeled my debates today. You gave me inspiration to do well today. Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Were
Such sportsmanship.
Were you surprised though when Abigail struggled in the first round?
I was.
He literally told her to calm down.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He said, calm down.
I didn't even know how to react, because when somebody is struggling, sometimes even in a bit to help them, you can even make it worse.
Yeah.
And I normally would do eye contact, but I didn't want to do eye contact because I tried eye contact and it didn't help.
That even made things worse for her.
But the lesson is, it happens. It happens to the best of us. It takes nothing away from this young lady's quality. Abigail,
Aww.
Well done. Thank you very much. You've been a brilliant debater. I know you young ones are also struggling with your exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you done with your exam? Have you started?
Yes, we're done.
You are done now. How about you, Akin?
I haven't even written any.
So
You've been focused on preparing for this debate.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did your school give you some?
Yes, it gave me some allowance.
Some allowance.
Look at that. All schools should
Lucky
model
you.
that school.
School proprietors and teachers, are you listening?
You should model this school.
Yes, I think these debaters are worthy representatives of your school.
Absolutely.
And pressure is a thing.
It is a thing.
To the best of us, the day pressure will hit you, you won't see it coming. You'll be prepared. You'll be ready to go, and there is no telling when it happens. We've seen great debaters freeze in the final.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and it happens, and because you just don't know when it's going to come. I don't know. Abigail, I came into this debate wondering what was going to happen between the two of you, because to Yvonne's point, I had observed Akinloluwa progress. His quarterfinal debate was a little underwhelming, but I'm not sure why. And for me, I think it was that day I asked the two debaters about their exam, right?
Yes.
I asked you, and because I was like, what is he and the other chap? What's
Amuzie?
I think it was Amuzie. It was kind of underwhelming, because he had been on the rise, and I just felt that, it depends on what Akinloluwa comes today. If it's the Akinloluwa that I had seen in the previous debate, if it pushes, because it's a brilliant mind, no doubt.
That's right.
But to be honest with you, I discipline myself. I don't pay attention to the topics until I get here. I do not. Because I do not want to overthink who has a chance. I know how the debaters are, and I would think if somebody asked me who has been the strongest debater I've seen in this debate,
have said Abigail.
I would say Abigail. Abigail has been the strongest I have seen.
Yes.
So normally you look at the other factors too: the topic, the sides you pick, the positions. Some sides are at least slightly easier to defend than others, which is where your brickmanship will come in. And sometimes you have to bluff your way through it and look for it. Just means that if the position doesn't favor you, you have to do more work. But thank you very much, Abigail. You have been brilliant. And whatever happens,
I mean, there's still time to enter the competition if she wants to. In February, I do not know if that is something she should be open to doing again.
No, I would give her a pass to the national finals. I think
Right?
I think we've seen enough.
My goodness, yes.
I think we've seen enough of her to know that she will be one of those debating. I think we've seen just enough.
Just enough, indeed.
Because in any case, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Worst case is she finishes fourth, right? And I expect her to finish at least third.
She is quite a debater.
So thank you very much. Do you want to share your thoughts with us as to what you think, what you assess might, just feel free to say anything, anything. When I say don't come and curse on radio, please. Yes, over to you, Abigail.
I honestly can't even be sad. I'm not sad.
I'm happy to hear that.
I'm very happy because the journey hasn't been an easy one. In and out of hospitals. A day before the competition, I was in a hospital on threat of admission. I have strived.
Girl.
Hard. I've tried. I've been debating. I've been in pain while I was debating. I'm currently in pain still. I just thank God for bringing me this far. I'm so happy. And I thank my parents, I thank my principal, I thank all the staff at my school. They've been such a huge source of support. I'm not sad. I'm very happy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity as well. God bless you all.
Aww.
God bless you too, darling. I mean, it's been a blessing.
It has been true.
After season 7 of this debate, after the national finals, I asked myself, how could we top? Would we find minds that will top the Mary Uke Ashias or the Minanengyo Fori Davids or the Demilade Oluwalade and all of that? And I remember the body language when the screening first started. The body language when I asked the screening committee how it was going, they sounded a bit deflated. In fact, I came into this debate a little expecting precious little, and I was surprised at some of the debaters that these season 8 threw up.
Yeah.
If I was just going to go by the thoughts I had initially when I first spoke with the committee, when they said they are not getting impressive entries yet, and I was like, don't worry, impressive ones will come. and then to have shared this studio with people like Abigail, with people like Simisola, with people like give me names, man.
This fine young man
like this
here,
fine
Akinloluwa,
young man.
Nesochi Okonkwo as well.
Yes, Nesochi, Emanuela, who I would have liked to see again.
Chidinma as well. Alexandra,
David. What's the name of this young kid? This
Marvel. Oh, he even remembers.
Marvel, 12 years old.
Yes.
I mean, I've been awestruck. Blown away. And anyway,
there's a message here that says, "Wow, wow, wow, wow." This one is a siren. Wow. Congratulations, Akinloluwa. What an amazing debater. Not overlooking Abigail's greatness. She's too good. Love her. Bless you, my dear. This one says, please, you guys are making my daughter cry. I have to turn off the radio and use my earpiece. Please, Yvonne, don't correct my infractions. Stephen from Okota with that one. Oh, Stephen. This person has chosen to accuse me. He says, shame. Have you no shame? I have no shame, my dear.
Yeah. Reference to diction infraction. Sorry.
Yes.
It is exactly the way it is.
It is what it is. This topic is interesting, but I don't really know what happened to Abigail for her presentation round. But thank God she came back and
and fire.
This is a stressful comments to read. I'm sorry.
I know, but I get the comment. Thank you very, very much.
Abigail, calm down, take it easy. Oh, Malik from Ikorodu. Emmanuel from Costain says, Abigail started so well. I adjusted myself from the way she started, paying immense attention until she started stuttering. I'm glad she came back stronger. But Olajolo wins this, even though it appears he got the favorable side of the argument. Okay. Do we have messages on X or on Facebook before we take a quick break?
Yeah, maybe let's take one call and we'll take a break.
Let's see.
We got that 30 seconds.
Yes, we do. Hello. Good evening to you.
No, we got a minute and a half or so.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, now wow.
Mrs. Oboli, is that you?
Hi, good. Hypertension. Wow.
today's debate was, I don't know. I thought I was in the finals anyway.
Honestly.
So I just want to commend both debaters. Good evening, everyone. I forgot to even greet. I'm sorry I lost my manners.
It's all right, Mrs. Oboli.
Abigail, sorry, Mele, but it is well. We know who you are. We know what you're capable of doing, but I don't just know. It just didn't align today. At first, I was asking myself, I said, is it that Olajolo's father is a pastor or I don't know, but I don't really know what happened, but it is well. And
thank you.
For the first time, everybody was saying maybe they wanted to do hanky-panky, but Nigeria Info is not like that. Thank you to the IPCD crew. God bless you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Aloha, guys. Both debaters did extremely well. Kudos to them. Congratulations to Akinloluwa. Great job, bro. Please give Abby a pass to the Nationals. Femi already did that. Joe Bong from Birmingham with that message. Thank you, Joe. Can we squeeze in one more message?
Yeah, we have time. We have time. We're not going on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir, ma'am. These kids are amazing in the debate. Even me, who's 30 plus, cannot even speak good English like they do.
I got some here. Look at them. Okay. Deila Musa says, Abby, let's go get the third place. We move. Mwabueze Dumebi says, Akin, yeah. Deila adding, great young man. Abiola Ibrahim says, I love this boy. Victor Ungu says, congratulations, Akin. Jonah Robert goes, Akinloluwa is well-mannered, I beg. Proud of you, bro.
Yes.
Babatunde Kaode goes, well done to Abi and Akinloluwa. Victor Ungu comes back to say, Abi, you tried. Better luck next time. I know how it feels to be close to the finals. I know.
Yes, I saw. I've just seen an interesting comment that has now been deleted. Oh, the person then comes back to resend the message. It says, "Is there no second debate today?"
Yes. So that is the point. So we have had a situation where one of the two other semi-finalists could not be present for her debate.
That's right.
That's in person of
Abigail Yunusa.
Abigail Yunusa.
She was supposed to go head-to-head with Malizu Electrical this time. Unfortunately, she pulled out last minute. And what we are going to do next remains to be heard.
So, here we are. I know that producer Sheriff has since swung into action. Usually at this point, when somebody pulls out, you think of giving somebody a wild card and all those things. I guess a wild card has been offered to one of the debaters, then which also brings certain challenges, because in view of the time, the second debate then had to be moved away from today to give the wild card some time to prepare. The question then becomes to when. How do you tackle this? You could push it to Monday. Only problem is whoever goes up on Monday will have the disadvantage of much less time to prepare for the finals on Thursday, because that person's opponent would have had the entire weekend to prep.
Yes. To answer that, we've decided that the debaters won't get their topic today. We will mail the topic.
Which is also super sad, because it also takes the overall prep time away from them. That means they won't get the topic until Monday?
Yes, Monday.
Oh, man. It is what it is. Yeah. Again, I don't think we've been in this situation before, where we had a walkover
at this time, at this stage
in
of
the
the competition.
semi-final. But then again, and I think the debater is from that school from Ogun State, right?
Yes.
So distance has been and quite a number of, and what's the school again? I think that's
Day Waterman.
Day Waterman. Brilliant debaters. I think Nicole is also from
No, not Nicole. Nesochi Okonkwo.
Nesochi Okonkwo is from there.
Yes, and Akimbola Simisola that pulled out of the competition initially.
So time, and there was one of the debaters who qualified but who didn't even come for her first debate.
From the same school.
Their distance from what we hear had been a big challenge. Traveling in for these debates, it's sad, but at the same time too, and these are the very same quality debaters that you just expected to see in the national finals. We never know. Does it anybody? So that's it. That means there's no more representative from Day Waterman.
Absolutely. None.
What a shame. Hopefully, the second debate will give these young stars another opportunity to go at it, because we know what they can bring.
Well,
we know their quality.
That remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen. We'll see. Yeah.
They've pulled out multiple times already, and now we're skeptical about whether or not to allow the debaters enter the competition again.
I'm not sure it matters.
It does, because if you pull out,
circumstances do change.
They do change. However, it is common courtesy to give the debater, the committee enough time. Inform us ahead of time. Don't pull that on us.
It happens too. I mean, we remember how we felt with the Malizu case in season 7. I just feel. Don't forget to these kids. Some of them, you have to look at things on a case by case study. Sometimes a student is feeling intense pressure during exam period. Other times it's just that maybe a breakdown in certain communication or distance and all of that. So, but it is what it is. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for individuals, but I'm often reminded that we're dealing with kids here.
We're dealing with kids who have handlers.
Yeah. Well, again, sometimes too. Yeah, sometimes it's the handlers, other times it's the kids, other times it's extenuating factors that you do not even know.
Abigail, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to step out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you know what the situation is. But we will give you more information in the days ahead. So the debates are effectively over. Congratulations once again to Akinloluwa Olajolo.
Yes.
You are in the final.
Absolutely.
And
both Abigail and Akinloluwa will get their topics for the final on Monday. Unfortunately, we cannot give you both your topics right now because we want to be fair to the other debaters who have to debate on Monday. So after the debate on Monday, you all will get your topic. Okay, you'll all get your topics for the finals on Thursday. And effectively, you have about, between then and when you debate, you'll have about 48 to 72 hours to prepare. I wish you all good luck. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Lagos, we'll hear from you. Stay with us.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Tollywood College is a modern co-educational day school poised to provide a perfect learning environment for students between the ages of 10 and 16. We are dedicated to innovation and excellence in teaching and learning. I'm talking about research, scholarship, creative activities, service, and public engagement. You will find that innovation and excellence in all these fields when you meet a Tollywood College student. We aim to create students that are successful, lifelong learners, confident individuals, and responsible citizens of society. We want our students to be proud of themselves and their school through the values of integrity, inclusiveness, responsiveness, accountability, collaboration, and sustainability. At Tollywood College, we arm our students with technological supremacy and help integrate it to values, morals, and our cultural legacy. The school curriculum has been painstakingly planned on scientific guidelines to provide students with intellectual stimulation, physical robustness, social adaptability, emotional independence, and leadership qualities. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this beautiful citadel of learning, an experience like no other at Tollywood College, where potentials are unlocked and given premium value. For inquiries, kindly contact us at the email address info@tollywoodcollege.com. That is info@tollywoodcollege.com. Or go to the website at www.tollywoodcollege.com. I repeat, www.tollywoodcollege.com. You could also go to the physical address to see things for yourself at Kilometer 43, Lekki Ekpe Expressway by Canaan Land Estate, Shongo Tedo, Aja, Lagos. Rest assured, we will be waiting.
Welcome back. The semi-final debate, which turned out to be one semi-final debate, the other semi-final debate having been postponed to Monday. We will give these young ones all the time they need so that they can have enough time to prepare for the finals. We already have our finalists: Akinloluwa, Olajolo, bright kid. And then you are remembered that Akinloluwa is just 13 years of age. He's an SS1 student at Wellspring College. This has been I don't know how to say it, one of the youngest. We've had a couple of 13-year-olds in this season's debate. I think the very youngest of them was a 12-year-old. I think that was Marvel. Is it Marvel? I think so. So great debate. We'll see him in the final, and we'll find out who he'll go against in the final at some point.
Femi, if Akinloluwa wins this debate, and that's an if, he will be the second debater in the history of I Beg to Differ. The second boy in the history of I Beg to Differ to win.
Yes, and the Lagos, we've had a boy win the Abuja. I think we had a Abuja, young kid, very young, Excel win Abuja, and it will be big deal. But we know that there's still a lot of fireworks to come. Ilechukwu Malizu is a strong debater, no doubt, and from all indication, who will Ilechukwu Malizu will be going up again?
Most likely Amuzie David.
Amuzie David gets the wild card.
Yes.
So brilliant opportunity for another spirited debate. And who knows, maybe we'll have an all-guy final for the first time. If Amuzie David can get past the hurdle called Ilechukwu Malizu, that will be brilliant. So Lagos, you do understand how we arrived here. One of the semi-finalists could not continue in the debate today. I had to pull out due to circumstances we have no control over, nor do we have a full understanding of the situation. But it just so happens, and it can be frustrating for everybody. These students to themselves who put in the work and who would wish to go all the way. And then we are reminded of the stoic march to this semi-final of the young lady who I probably would have given as, top one, top two favorites for this debate. And even as we took the break, it just occurred to me, when we got the information that she had been in and out of hospital, it turns out that she's been in and out of surgeries, multiple surgeries.
We're referring to Abigail, by the way,
Abigail, I cannot believe it.
I mean, not a shock.
This season has been, oh my goodness. There was,
first it was
the young
Gomina who lost her mother.
Lost her mother after a brilliant debate. And then she came back and fought in honor of her mother's memory just days after losing her mother. And now the sacrifices, and this is how you know the spirit of champions. This is how they defy the odds against all odds.
That's right.
I do not know. And if somebody is listening to me in Lagos today who is moved, who is motivated to reward this young child, I cannot believe, came for our first debate straight from surgery and has had to go back into surgery during this debate. And so what happened today, the brain freeze and all of that, well, powerful painkillers and anesthetics can dull the senses. How she was even able to prepare and come here is a bit of a miracle on its own.
Indeed.
And so we salute her. We salute Abigail Iyeoma Ocheja of Tollywood College.
Dr. Ngbe says there is hope for this country with these minds.
I agree. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the mind. It's the mind, but it's also the mentality.
That's right.
You know, so when you say mind, you often will refer to intelligence, but the mentality, that harsh, that never say die spirit that we have seen. And some of these youngsters have proven beyond reasonable point. When we first offered Gomina the wild card because she deserved it, her handler said there was no way she could debate.
That's right.
Absolutely no way. No way. And understandably so. I mean, I would have thought there was no way. But the young lady said, I want to debate. I will come. I will do it in honor of my mother. And even there, I couldn't believe. I kept saying to you guys, are you sure? Are you sure? Could you stand somebody else by? I don't think she'll be able to make it. And she came to the studio. And today, in pain. I know it was in pain because even the young Abigail had to be assisted out of the studio from the effort. At this point, I would really not want to put her through a semi-final if I could. To be honest with you, I would not want to put her through a semi-final if I could. But it's a conversation we'll have again,
and it's up
we'll
to her
decide.
as well if she would.
You know,
show up.
Yeah, if she wants to, but I really would not put her through any more of this grueling. The Nationals is in July, August, by which time she no doubt will be fit as a fiddle.
That's right.
And we will see her in all her
glory and splendor.
Not a doubt. So you said we'll take some phone calls?
Yes, please.
Let's go then.
Hello? Hello? Are you there?
The line's acting up.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. Call us back. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
I've done that.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Go on.
Good evening. I must thank you people for this debate. As for Abigail, it's because of that condition. It's because of the sickness. It happens. Mm-hmm. The brain is affected. It comes and goes. That's what happened. Nothing else. That girl is very brilliant. Look at the way he started. All of a sudden it happened. That's as the result of that sickness. All the same, I thank God for her life. She's very, very determined. All the children this year, they've all tried. I must thank you people for bringing out all this talent. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I get this from Michael Adebosin Yomi, who says Abigail has been under the knife 3 times this year. I don't know what time length, but it looks like 2 of them have been quick fire.
I knew I liked her. I knew I liked her.
Yeah.
You know. her maturity.
I remember her first debate, and we're all looking at each other.
We were all stunned.
We were all stunned, and we're looking at each other, and the guys were saying, sponsor, don't win this thing. And we're like, hey, it won't look good though. And then we had our own debate. What if the sponsor the sponsor what if the sponsor, will it not be like it was rigged? We were like,
well, she came here and showed
and then
all
we
of
had
Lagos.
and then we, I remember was having this conversation with the judges, and one of the judges who former and was like, so you are torn between, you don't want to affect the outcome in any way,
right?
But the fear had always been like, okay, what if the sponsor wins it? Will he not? Somebody even said, should we even allow a sponsoring school to send the debaters? I was like, why not? Do host countries not play in the World Cup?
Exactly.
But
she came here and showed all of Lagos.
Yeah, showed all of Lagos, and we're all looking at ourselves like, this girl don't win this thing.
All of us.
And we're just hoping that everybody else will bring their A game and all of that, and then let's even have a fight. Today it happens, and I've also loved her spirit. I remember in one of these debates when I asked her whether she was ready or something. It was off the mic. I don't remember. She said, I am always. Do you feel primed for this? She said, I am always.
Yes, she did. She said
always.
that. I remember.
She's competitive,
confident too.
Confident.
And I look at her, I just smile.
And confident. I'm sitting down here, and one day I want to put her in a debate with Mary Okhaifo and let them go at it like a one master's debate. Somebody can come and give us like 5 million. Say a winners take all kind of debate. It was brilliant. It will be brilliant. So to all your comments, and people are even saying, Joye Adaji says, why not walk over? Deila Musa says, why can't Abi please? Shedrack Morris says, Abi, thank you for your presence in this debate. You indeed colored the competition. Fasha King Israel says, a huge congratulations to Akinloluwa of Wellspring College. You made me proud. Congratulations once again. Ahmed Adeniji says, when you think of the fact that Abi can come despite coming from the hospital, tells you it's difficult to justify the absence of the other finalists, actually. And she's well deserving of a national spot. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Who's that person? What's that person's name?
Ahmed. I agree.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you.
I agree that it's it's hard to justify, but I also know that sometimes things just happen. If you want to, but you can't for whatever reason.
This message says, "Good evening, Principal Femi and the ever gorgeous Yvonne." Oh, thank you. These kids are phenomenal.
I thought you were the principal. Principal
I don't know. These people assign names to me that I do not know.
Okay, let's go.
They're making us proud. Congratulations to their teachers and parents. Abigail, you deserve to raise the best. Okay. Keep your head high. Congratulations, Olajolo. Edozie Dean Naji with that message. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yvonne, good evening. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. What's your name, sir?
How are you, Principal?
I'm fine.
Good evening to you.
Sorry. I have quick observations here. Yeah, I'm sitting up since they started the election, because Uvo is our diction teacher for the English. Diction for Yoruba now. It's not Olajolo, it's Olajolo.
Olajolo.
Thank you. Olajolo. That's
Thank
one.
you.
Emma, Sean. But the owner of the name says it's Olajolo now.
I have friends who bear that name. It's a big family name. Maybe
but if the owner says the name should be pronounced a certain way.
It's also possible that the owner of the name is a Lagos boy who
it happens. You got my point.
It happens.
Thank you for that. That's number one. Two, sir. I appreciate Sheriff and your team for quickly coming in the vacuum that has created by the absence of that girl from Ogun State. But I think it's okay. Anybody who has qualified for the quarterfinal in this round now, I believe is competent to be at the final, even at the semi-final. So there won't be anything anybody has lost. Then finally, Abigail should come for the final, the last third place. She should come.
If she can.
Nothing will happen to her. She should come. She should come.
If she wants to. And I strongly believe she will want to show up.
Will.
Yes.
No. I thought as much as you did earlier. I remember France 98. France was set to win. I said, what if she wins eventually? She deserves it because she's of the quality. You know, sir. But, remember Ramadan. At the first one, he got second or third. Eventually, he came overall second at the national level. So there's an opportunity for her in the national level. No problem.
You are right. And there's... Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And there's a second even twist to it. You know, some people, I see some people on Facebook and YouTube are saying, why not give her the wild card to come? Why not give her the wild card to go up in the second semi-final? I don't know how it would be, having lost one semi-final to then go up in the second semi-final. But you would argue that right now, of everybody who has lost so far coming into this, she's the strongest.
Yes.
But the decision was made before her debate, remember?
Because we're racing against time.
Yes, we're racing against time. So that decision to give somebody the wild card had been made before this last debate. But I do get the argument that these people who are already in the semi-final, if somebody drops from the semi-final, maybe the loser should be given a second chance. It's a very important perspective and we learn every day. We'll look at it in the days to come. But I also think it's we've done the best we can under the circumstances. Hi there.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Our greatest principal of the year and the amazing tantalizing Yvonne, the greatest grammar teacher there.
Thank you very much, sir. Welcome.
My name is Godwin Colley from Lakwe.
Appreciate your call.
Yes, I have to first of all appreciate the good work Nigeria Info and the crew member are into. And before I proceed, I want to suggest that Abigail, because of a situation known to us, now affected her performance. Then the other one that the opponent, for a reason known, that unable to come. What about if Abigail with that one should just combine to fight for that position? Then that aside, I also want to say that if not Nigeria Info, how would we have identified these great future tomorrow children? These are great ones that our rulers seem to dance their future, try to block their future tomorrow and whatever by their own way. But Nigeria, through your usual way, is able to bring these children out. How will God not bless you and everything that concerns you? May the Lord continue to prosper you individually and collectively in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you very much, sir. Our tantalizing Info and the able principal of the year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'm senior principal then. Okay, let's take that.
Yes.
Hi there.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Femi.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry for our loss, but I feel like I'm the one that lost. Since she lost, I've been crying since because from the day one I started watching her from that debate. She's so brilliant. She's so brilliant. I'm sorry for our loss, but she can make it to the third place right now.
Thank you for sharing
Thank you very much. Now, here's the thing. Peter Yoridi says, I was the devil that first said Tollywood gave us 1 million naira with left hand and brought Abigail to collect it with the right hand. I am so sure she would win it. And my comment was a compliment to her school. I agree. And then he says, Mr. Femi, is Lagos State Government Ministry of Education not following this debate? I am sure they are looking for the area of benefits rather than the overall value and benefit. We are in conversations, okay, as we build to the national finals. These people, the people who will represent Lagos will be the people who you see who will be in the national finals will be representatives of Lagos. We'll have that conversation when we get to the national finals. Right now, Lagos cannot. If Lagos gets involved, it will be like they are supporting one school over the other, one student. But when we come to the national, Lagos will show. Do you understand? Thank you very much. And I like this consideration too. Ahmed Adeniji said, he said, when you think of the fact that Abi can come despite coming from the hospital, it tells, okay, yes, he had made mention of that before. I'd read that before. He then said, in addition, it won't look good if Abi gets the wild card because she's from the sponsoring school. It would look like a bias to push her to the finals at all costs. Quite understandable when you look at it that way, although I still do not think that, I mean, if the audience trusts us that we will try at all times to judge accurately based on the performance and not influence anything one way or the other, that will be good enough. Even in football, even officiating is, let's just go. We got to go. We got 30 seconds now.
Yes, Lagos, the other match comes up on Monday next week. Tomorrow, of course, we will have the review, the IBTD review. There you can call in, share your thoughts. We'll have 1 hour to discuss.
Special thanks to all our sponsors. Special thanks to producer Sheriff Quadri and the lads, Abdusalam Babatunde and Sam Iwuji and Kenneth Odueme, hardworking guy, Olamide Faluju, and Onyeka. Of course Onyeka Eledan. Don't forget to catch Yvonne here with Marianne at 3. Good night, Lagos.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Looking for ways to overcome challenges in your career journey? The perfect time to step into a world of opportunity is now at Markets for You.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.